spiritual weatherman Dan. So silly. Here we go. Make it. Wait, it's not right. Let me see. What am I doing? Let's go to Engelgeist page. No, not great story. Hi, good morning, Ann. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Bailey. How are you guys? Give me 1 second trying to figure this out. Is it no longer broadcasting to my personal page? That's strange. Why? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm trying to work on something. Hey, Anne-Marie. I'm trying to find my post to make it public, and I don't see it on my personal page. So I don't understand. Okay. Is it not? 1 second, guys. Sorry. I gotta check something. Let me see here. Where's it going to? Is it not showing up for a reason? Twitch. That's weird. It should be going there. I'm not seeing it. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it then. Maybe it's something to do with Facebook. But I'm not seeing it on my personal page to make it public. That is so weird. Of course, Facebook isn't working properly. Anyways, let's get started. Where's the chat? Let me get the chat at. Hey, Angel. Thank you. Hey, Rose. How are you? I do not understand why I cannot find the video on Facebook to share it out. I need you guys to share it out, please. Please like, share, subscribe. Pumpkin spice Xanax? Really, Ducky? Really? That's so weird. Why does it not show my video? I don't know. I can't figure it out. But I am back. It is September 1st. Beginning of a new month, beginning of a new week, Sunday, September 1st. I am Dan Geist, and this is my channel, Engelgeist. I am back. I've made some improvements. Hopefully there'll be improvements. We'll see what you guys think. But they'll be rolling out as we go over the week. Over the course of this week, I do a daily tarot forecast every day in the morning. On Sundays, I do a weekly where I pull 3 cards for the week. And as we all know, some of these cards work, you know, for some of us, maybe 1 day of the week, and for others, maybe 3 or 4 days of the week. So it really depends. It's a very general reading intended for all of those that not only watch with us live in the morning, but also those that come across it no matter when. It could be later today, it could be next week, it could even be next year. That's why I don't put the 2019 or anything in the title. Because I believe that Spirit works opportunistically and will try and get messages out to people in funny and weird ways. So if this comes up in your feed and it's, you know, 2020 or 2021 and you're all dressed all futuristic and looking really cool and you're seeing this because it's September 1st of that year, listen to it. Maybe you need to hear it. Anyways, I'm glad to be back. I took a week off because I moved, as some of you know. Hey, Bobby Joe, how are you? Um, so I am in my new space and I am in my new place. As some of you can tell, if you look at my glasses, I have new lighting. Do you see those, the white circles? They're driving me nuts in the reflection of my glasses. So I'm gonna have to work on figuring that out because it's like, we could play a game where we match it up to my pupils. Anyways, yeah, so there's that, but it's better lighting, and so hopefully that will help. And that's one of the improvements that's been made. The chair made it, everything made it, so we're all set up. Even good old Lydia is here with us on the desk. She says hello. Buddha's here, everybody's here. We're all settled in, and we're raring to go. Ducky says on Facebook we need a Dan's crib tour. LOL. We'll do that maybe at some point when there's time. This morning I'm just gonna do the 3-day weekly and get used to all of this new stuff and try and figure out why my video is not showing up on my personal page. Maybe I'm being punished by Facebook, but I haven't posted for over a week, so it's kind of weird to me that it wouldn't show up on my personal page. I'm a little bothered by that I can't access it, but maybe Facebook has changed that feature. I don't know. My personal page doesn't seem to want to refresh either, so maybe there's an issue. So you guys please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff that I need you to do, because I can't share this out at this point, so I don't know. But that's fine. It'll just be us. Hey, Jen DeFiore, how are you? Hey, Erica Harbell, how are you? How are you? Hey, Abby Does Hair. So, I'm kind of on a little early this morning because I am gonna go to church. When I'm in Texas, I go to a little church on Sunday. It's a nice group of people, and it's a spot to sort of get centered, and so I want to do that. That will be at 10 a.m. on Sundays, but I don't know if I'll always do that every Sunday. Sometimes I was not always going, so that's why I'm starting early today, so that I can get off to church, because service starts at 10 a.m. and I haven't seen everybody in a while, so I want to go say hello. So, did it my friends love. Good morning, General Charmer! Yes, General Charmer. And guys, I have secrets for the charm box. Changes to the charm box. So you're going to want to tune into the next charming. I don't know if I'm going to do a charming tonight. I was thinking this morning before meditation, I need to do the Taroscopes for September. Don't kick the lamp, please. Like, seriously, don't put your paw on the lamp. No, not cool. Go on, get out of here. I love it. She has to lick her paw, but she has to put it on the tripod of the lamp so that eventually she will knock the lamp over during the broadcast. That's just who she is. You can stay, but you can't put your paw on the lamp. I mean, it's just not happening. Okay? That's my girl Tallulah. So, what was I saying? I was saying I have to do the Taroscopes. So I may not do a charming tonight. I was wanting to, but I need to hammer out 12 signs, and so we'll see how that works. But there are changes to the charm box. Here, I'll even show you something because it's out on the desk and I haven't added it yet. But these, can you see these? Do you know what these are? These are astrological dice. And I don't even know astrology. So let's see what happens with those. When we throw those in the box, see what kind of weird messages we get from Spirit that way. There's like degrees. This one has numbers on it, which is for the degrees. This one has the signs on it, right? And this one has the planets on it. So I think that's kind of cool. And I got those, and I'm going to add those. But I don't, I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to be like, your Mars is 3 degrees into Taurus. If you're 3 degrees into a Taurus, you better be getting free dinner. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Maybe she wants to be in the live. She's a diva. No, she doesn't want to be in the live. She just wants to lick her paw, but she has to, she's funny. She has to like have her paw on something before she can lick it. So of course she propped it up on the tripod of the light. So she's crazy. Anyways, let's get to the forecast. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Do y'all remember the 3 deep breaths? It's been a week. I don't know if you guys were taking them while I was gone. I hope some of you were. If you weren't, that's okay, but let's get back to doing that. I did a little meditation this morning. So what we do, those of you, you all know because y'all tune in, but for those of you that might be new, which I don't think there is anybody new because I can't share out the video, we take 3 deep breaths, one for the body, one for the mind, one for the spirit, slowly raising our vibration, being conscious of each sort of aspect of ourselves as we breathe in. We go in through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. We breathe deep into the belly. And those of you that know how to ground, just imagine a line of energy running from the base of your spine all the way down into the center of the earth, okay? Allow the earth to transmute any energy that doesn't belong to you. Just intend for that to happen. You don't have to force it. You don't have to do anything in effort or make anything happen. You just sort of let it go, okay? Let go or be dragged. Or, you know what, you know my sayings. All right, so let's start there. And oh, by the 3rd breath, ideally, we want our consciousness or our awareness, our attention to be up here in the space between our eyes, behind our eyes, in the center of our head, okay? So that's where our pineal gland lives, which is where our clairvoyance is. That's where the present moment exists and is most profound. And when we're there, we can hear the message more clearly. Okay, so let's do that. If you want to join me, please close your eyes. And if you don't feel safe in your environment and can't close your eyes, that's okay too. All right. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and imagine positive signs flooding into the body, just raising the vibration. Hold it for just a second and release minus signs out your mouth. Really let go of that breath. Just imagine anything that's outdated, negative, lower vibration, just exiting your body with that breath. And let's do a second one for the mind. And release. Get that oxygen flowing to your brain. We can all use that. We can't all just run on coffee like Ducky. And let's take a 3rd. And release. Beautiful. Welcome to September 1st, guys. All right. Hey, Lisbon. How are you? All right, so let me shuffle the cards and see what's going on for us this week. We've got September 1st through the 7th. Saturday is the 7th. Sorry, I'm a little yawny. Please give us the cards that best represent for this week for the collective. Energies that we will be facing, dealing with, experiencing, working with during the week of September 1st through the 7th of January. Okay, the cards feel kind of crisp and clean, guys. The energy feels kind of moderate and nice. I feel a cold front coming in. I'm just kidding. No, everything feels like almost efficient would be a good word. Clean. There's not heaviness. There's not any like nervousness. I don't feel any sort of like speed or desire to get things done. And maybe a little bit of a push to get things done, but it doesn't even feel like, it feels like it's going to be an accomplished week. Like the things, those of us that have stuff on our plates, we will be able to get them done in a sort of ease, in a fashion that has like sort of ease to it. you know, we'll put in the work, we'll reap the results, kind of is how it feels to me. So, and I'm just really shuffling because it's been a while. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's go for our 3 cards. All right, so here's another change for the Sunday. Ready, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Kim Cincinnati says, love September back to school. She must hate her children. I'm kidding. All right, so she's like, oh, I get a break. All right, so here is our new, Buddha is not completely gone, guys. I've just got Buddha on the desk. He's right over here on this, I don't know if you can see my hand, he's over here on the desk. But this is our new display for the weekly so that we can see all 3 cards at once, okay? So for those of us that we're kicking off the week with our first card, ooh, it is Fortune. Let me bring it forward just a little bit. It's a little dark, guys. I might get extra lighting behind me somehow that lights these cards a little bit better so that you guys can see them better. Kim's like, no. No, I love my children. I'm kidding, Kim. So the Fortune card is Major Arcana, which says that there's a lot of good stuff in this card. There's a lot of energy. I feel like we're going to be kicking off the week maybe with ideas of what it is that we want, what it is we want to create, what it is we want to achieve, and our dreams will be sort of big. It feels like some of us might be a little bit overwhelmed by that. Not overwhelmed in a bad way, but like, oh my God, which one do I choose? What do I do? How do I make this happen? There might be some of you that might be in a little bit of fear and holding on to a little bit of what it is you do have and not believing that you can create more. I sort of feel that with this man here in the center. He's kind of holding on to this dish of diamonds, like, you know, sort of like, oh, this is all I've got. But there's so much more going on around him, and there's so much more opportunity. And if we open ourselves to that opportunity this week, I really feel like we have the opportunity to bring in sort of fortuitous events, things that are going to bring us the stuff that we want, right? It's kind of like this is the Wheel of Fortune. We get to choose which way. In a traditional deck, we get to choose which way we push the wheel. So we can either, some of us can be holding on in fear to what little we have, or some of us can be looking at the opportunities around us and trying to create more, right? And so it's really about like where we choose to stand in the beginning of this week and how we go about creating. What I was talking about with the shuffle is that it feels like it's going to be a productive week and that the energy is going to be sort of moderate or very workable. But I'm going to say this, when we're creating, we can create both positive or negative, right? So with this Fortune card, the Wheel of Fortune leading off, it says to me that the beginning of this week is a big opportunity for us to play in the idea of creation, both either good or bad, positive or negative, creating more of what we want or more of what we don't want. That's up to us. That's our decision. And so it really is, do we get overwhelmed, or do we look at everything as an opportunity, or do we look for the opportunities? Do we focus on where maybe we're not achieving and try and fix that? Or do we focus on what is working and let more of that energy come in? And I feel like whichever way the wheel turns is what you're going to receive this week. I also think that it's going to be rather obvious. That's why this card shows up. It will be in your face, like early this week, starting today, maybe tomorrow, maybe even Tuesday. You guys are going to get the opportunity to really look at what it is you're creating and whether or not you want to make that choice to continue to do so. Okay? It has all the opportunity in the world, but for those of you that are spinning in the opposite direction, it also has all the opportunity to create more. I don't want to say misfortune, but like just more overwhelm or lack. Okay, so to me, it's really a choice of how we're holding ourselves in our space with this card. All right, so the next card. Oh, interesting. Okay. The next card is our old friend, the Eight of Cups, Stagnation. Now, stagnation is here, midweek. And I think that some of us might feel this might be some of those people that I was telling you in this fortune card I saw is holding on to things a little bit too tightly or worrying a little bit too much about what you don't have and not necessarily creating what you want. Um, that might be some of this card here. This card here is about letting go of old, and these, remember guys, these are the cards that will be underpinning the energy that underpins the cards coming this week. Okay, so this stagnation card, maybe by Wednesday, possibly Thursday, so for some of you as early as Tuesday, you might be feeling like not necessarily stuck, but seeing, I think in a more positive aspect, some of you are going to see where you are stagnant or what is no longer working. And that's part of this fortune card, right? This wheel of fortune has got us thinking in the beginning part of the week, what do we want? How do we want to go about getting it? How are we going to achieve it? Can we make it happen? Some of us might be in a little bit of fear of that or a disbelief of that. We're going to find the experience midweek is either breaking free of those stagnant thoughts and ideas for some of us, or some of us are going to be stuck in those stagnant thoughts and ideas. It's not a dead end. I don't feel that. I don't feel like this card is a negative, and I'll tell you why. These flowers here are still beautiful and blooming. This pot is still strong and whole, but it feels like there's some emotional energy here and some stuck old ideas that might be hard for some of us to let go of during this week. But we need to let go of them. We need to be conscious of them and aware of them and understand that they stagnate us for us to get this wheel moving in the beginning of the week. This opportunity here, this major arcana card, all of this energy, we want to get it moving in the right direction. So in a direction that serves us, not like hinders us, right? So if we are focusing on not allowing ourselves to maybe feel our emotions, not allowing ourselves to be free of old thoughts, patterns, and old things that just keep us stuck, then we're gonna probably create more of just that. But if we do free ourselves up and we look at things and go, hey, wait a second, and because there is hope of that in this card, there is strength and beauty still in this card. I see it in this potted plant. She's still blooming. She still has her beauty and her capability, and amidst all of the things that might be stagnant around them or you become aware of those things and you start to change them or let them go. Okay, and that will kind of shift that wheel into the right direction in the beginning of the week. Now at the end, guys, what is going on? We have the Nine of Crystals, which is narrowness. And the narrowness card says to me, crystals is always the mind, the cups is the emotions, crystals is the mind. And the Nine of Cups, this is about being sort of narrow-minded in our thinking, or again, it kind of ties into the stagnation card. It would be similar to the stagnation card, but on a more mental level. So there's some of you that might be stuck in narrow-minded thinking by the week's end, trying to look to the horizon, trying to find the answers, feeling sort of, again, when I look at these crystals, they're all sort of suspended here. They feel to me like they feel stuck, similar to the stagnation card. So it's sort of like, how do we get ourselves out of there? Again, I'm going to say not all hope is lost. I don't want you guys to think that you're going to go into the week's end feeling like, oh my God, help, I can't get out. But there is like this look to the horizon. We have these patches of blue here. We have this sky opening up. We have this opportunity to break these things away. So whatever it is that's not serving us, we really need to look at it. The Wheel of Fortune at the beginning of the week is calling it out to us. It's saying, okay, and excuse my language, this is bitches with a Z. It is saying, okay, bitches, what is not serving us? What do we need? What do we need to do to get our life to that place that we want it to be, right? And some of you really want big things. That's what this fortune card is about. But it's like you don't trust yourself to have it. You don't believe that you can create it. I'm not sure exactly what it is for each and every one of you individually. It may be a different reason, but we need to use this week and the ease with which that I felt in the shuffle to move forward in both our emotional selves and our mental bodies, and move forward and sort of break some of those patterns, change them. start to believe that we deserve more, that we deserve better, that we can have what it is that our heart desires. All we have to do is believe that and sort of accept that, focus on that, and go about like sort of letting the wheel of fortune bring that to us, right? The wheel moves slowly. There's not like a, and I like that it's starting out the week because it's letting us know, okay, we get the opportunity to choose. We get the opportunity to figure out what it is we want this week going into September. What it is we want to focus on. Do we want to focus on the positive or do we want to focus on the negative? Do we want to like stay stuck or do we want to like see what's stuck and release it? Do we want by week's end to see what narrow-minded thinking patterns we have and release them and get unstuck, or do we want to continue in them? And I think that the choice is the choice is yours each individually. Okay, so I can say some of you, this is what I feel as I'm looking at these cards, or what I sort of sense from spirit, is that some of you will break free. Some of you will become, this is an opportunity where these cards, they're not necessarily bad cards. They're cards that are showing us where our vulnerabilities lie, where our opportunities for growth lie, where our opportunities for release and repair and regeneration lie. But for some of you, you may not be ready to go there yet. So it might feel emotionally stuck. It might feel a little bit mentally frustrating. Like when I look at this card here, there's a lot of red and blue, which is like sadness or frustration. So some of you by the week's end could find yourself mentally like aggravated or frustrated with maybe how things are going or how things are working out. But the truth is you guys are focusing on that in those ways with those emotions, and you're keeping yourself stuck there. The Wheel of Fortune is trying to show you that. The Fortune card is trying to show you that. You're bringing about your fortune this week. You're going into the month, starting a new month. We talk about this all of the time. That what we sort of like put our attention and our intention on is what we're going to receive or create in our life. So that's the lesson for this weekly reading. I think that it's going to be easy for some, harder for others, and I have a feeling that it's that let go or be dragged thing, guys. It's like those of us that are unwilling to change or unwilling to let go of the fear or stop focusing on what's not working are going to be the ones that are going to have the harder time moving forward in a way that serves them, that feels good and right. But the opportunities are there for everyone. Okay, I want you to remember that. If you are one of those people that you feel like you're stuck or emotional or you can't get out of it. And leading into that, I'm going to say this because I say this with every broadcast. All of it is just energy. So no matter whatever I forecast, basically, nature abhors a vacuum. So no matter what you're in, however you're feeling, if it's good, bad, or otherwise, it soon will change, right? Because nothing stays constant or the same. It's funny when we look to try and keep everything even keel and the same. I think that that's like a joke or impossible, kind of, because the world, the universe, other people, our lives, our environment is going to throw something at us sooner or later that's going to either knock us out of whack or make us have to shift, make us have to change. The energy of life in general is not static and still and perfect and doesn't move or change. So it's how we choose to move and create the change that's really the key. And so just keep that in mind. Find the blessing, find the gratitude in whatever situation you may be dealing with, even if it's something that is painful, sad, upsetting, especially those of you like by midweek with the stagnation card. If you're feeling stuck and you're really feeling like I can't change it, I can't get to where I want to go, you need to believe that there is beauty in this card. There is strength in this card. It's almost like I see in this card, like some of you have held on to these things far too long and you're still ticking. You're like a Timex watch, like took a licking and keeps on ticking. So I think somebody might be calling me. I'm not sure. But anyways, um, uh, this stagnation card says to me that those of you that feel stuck, unstick yourself. You can do it. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. You just maybe aren't seeing it. And those of you that do see what stagnates you by midweek, or what is holding you back, or what is in your way, you're going to go about releasing it and starting to allow that wheel to start to move forward in your favor. And I think that the next stage would be then also going into the narrowness card and letting go of the negative thoughts or the narrow-minded thinking, the thinking that holds you back. Okay? So I'm going to leave with that. I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's great to be back. Hey, Jen Nicole, how are you? Hey, Lori Neck, how are you? Hey, Kristen Ravello. So I'm gonna sign off because I gotta go because it's almost 9:30. My dog is jumping all over the furniture, and I need to get them out before I leave. But I will be. You'll see me around this week. I'm gonna try and do the taroscopes. I need to figure that out. Let me know what you guys think about the new sort of weekly triple card display. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you prefer me to show you just the single card each at a time, or do you like looking at all three all together? Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please share it because I couldn't seem to find it on my personal Facebook page, which is hecka weird, dude. So, and I will talk to you guys soon. Like, at least by tomorrow morning, if I don't pop on tonight to do a charming. Okay? I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy the beginning of the month. Remember, you get to choose which way you turn the wheel of fortune for this month. All right. Have a good day. Bye.